Sorry, there's a fly. It is after all really hot, yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry about the wine. That is what I drink, not in a wine glass. If you watch the other video, it's wine and water. Otherwise, I'd be completely drunk the whole day. Even though I sound drunk, I just have difficulty talking or speaking English. Okay, so I've got the spinach. I'm just gonna like break the pieces in between, like little bits, and not too much breaking. I'm just gonna like squeeze them in between or just dab them on there. I can press them in any way I probably want to, so I'm just gonna squeeze them there. And yeah, it is raw spinach because I think because spinach does cook quickly. I mean, we like to eat raw spinach. Man, I've got to get my kids to teach me to speak English correctly. They are English teachers. That's really weird. Wait, there's a new. Sorry about that. The kids are streaming if you hear anything. Oh, that looks pretty. I don't think I'm going to use all of it, all the spinach, but maybe I should. But I don't want it to be too much spinach. Okay, so obviously 2 hands are too much. So don't use, well, use whatever you feel like. And this is the, let me just take it with my hand. The garlic, the cloves that I cut. Just gonna drape it over everything. I love garlic. I love garlic. It's like epic. Okay. So now, glass of wine, sip of the glass, not a glass. Now I'm just gonna quickly melt the butter for the white sauce. Okay, so the butter is melted. Sorry about my oven and my pot. I'm just a normal human being. I don't have special goodies, but obviously I can clean it if I want to, but did not clean it up this morning. Sorry about that one. So I just put in the flour with melted butter, kept it on medium heat, and then I just stir it around because I want all the flour and the butter to be mixed well. And I like to, if you hear anything, that is my stomach. I like to make sure all of the flour is mixed into the butter. And then what I like to do is I like to let it sit for a little while like this, almost like cooking the flour. I don't know if you can say it like that, but oh well, I'm saying it like that. And that gives me a chance to have a sip of wine. Sorry. If it came through with the video and I said, oh my word, it was the fly, it went into my wine. Not a good outcome. Okay, so now I'm going to put in the milk gradually. It's 3 cups of milk. If you remember correctly, I've used 3 cups in case I need more. And I just make sure I stir it all correctly because I don't have a, what do you call it? Yeah, that thing. You know, the thing you were thinking of. I don't have that. I do it the old-fashioned way. Like way back when's way. I know there's still a lot of... Oh, Satan. Sorry about that. I'll take that out. Just mix it a lot. So to get all the dough and the milk mixed. And I'll take the other cup of milk. Remember there were 3. I only say 3 cups of milk because the way I was taught, 3 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of butter means 3 cups of milk. But if it's too thick, I put in the 3rd cup of milk. The 3rd cup of milk for me is just to use it in case I feel it is too thick. So you don't actually need to use that. Normally I just at least use 2 cups of milk. And then if it seems like it's not going to be thick, not a nice thickness, I put in a little bit of extra milk, but I don't normally use it if I see it's gonna be the way I want it. Oh man, that is my stomach. I don't know if I'm hungry or just if my stomach is just asking me for another sip of wine. You know, when you're cooking, when you get home from work, what's better than seeing your family and then having a sip of dry red wine, even though I drink it with water. Still good. I know it's probably, for some people it would sound really bad, but it's the only way I can drink it. Can only drink it with water. Or sometimes, if I'm being naughty, I drink it with Coke. And we call that a katemba. But that completely confoculates me and makes me drunk. And my kids would not want me to be drunk because I'm already a handful when I'm sober. Okay, so I'm just... Oh my goodness, that sounds bad. The squeaking. I'm just going to let it simmer till it gets thicker. And so you simmer till you see it kind of gets like these boiling points. And then we see if it's thick enough or not. And then we put in the cheesies and the stuffies. I decided to put in the extra cup of milk because it's really, really thick. And I want to be able to distribute all the white sauce over the cauliflower and spinach equally. So there's a lot of sauce involved. And the cheese eventually at the end does make it a lot thicker. So this is what I'm going to do. I did pour it in. You can see it's nice and thick but not too thick. So I'm going to let it simmer a little bit more. And only at the end I'm going to switch off the, well, put it to a lower heat at least, really low. And then I'll put in the salt, and normally I do put in aromat instead of salt because that makes it delicious, but I don't have any aromat. So it's just going to be salt and pepper. And I'm a freak for pepper, so for me it's going to be more. For you it's going to probably be less, depending on how you like your sauce to be. And then I'm going to put in the cheese to thicken the sauce and give it some extra flavor and a bit of color. Okay, so while I'm waiting for it to simmer, it's me time sipping on a wine. So this is the sauce, white sauce. Just gonna dribble it over the... Oh my word, did you hear that? It was squeaking. The spinach, raw spinach was squeaking. Oh, this is just so good. It's looking so good. So I'm just going to put it on that side. I'm going to cover it on all the sides. I'm just going to like flick it on the ends of the sauce. And it goes where it needs to go. Oh my word. Sorry about that one. Oh, fudge. Just going to squeak it all over. Open it a little bit so the sauce can go in to the bottom. Oh man, I'm hoping this is going to taste good. Like I said, I've never done spinach and cauliflower together. Shit. If I had a spoon, I would use it. Okay, so now I'm just going to use, oopsie, white cheddar. It's also a cup of white cheddar. And I'm just going to use like a mush full of it. Oh man, I wasted it on the side. I'm just going to scatter it all around so there's enough of the cheese everywhere. Oh my word, sorry about that. And now I'm going to put it in the oven and bake it for 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, fudge. Yeah, you can do it a lot longer if you want to. But my oven is really difficult. So 10 to 15 minutes. I'm checking on it every now and then, every few minutes, to make sure it's not burnt or anything. So 10-15 minutes. And then we're going to take out this cauliflower and spinach dish and white sauce and see if it's okay. Just hoping. Okay, so this is the end result. I just got a spatula, a really old used spatula on a plate. I'm just gonna like, oh shit, I don't know what that was. Just gonna like, yeah, do that, whatever you call that. I don't know if there's a name for that, but I'm just gonna take a whole hump. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. That is really cool. Okay, no, that's not gonna work for me. Okay, so this is the end result. Yes, I got a chip plate. I don't have all new thingamajigs. This is how it looks. Yes, hoping it's good.